Hello everyone. Today we're gonna start a series of episodes around graphic softwares. We use graphic softwares for various reasons, but the goal of this video is more like dive in without any prior knowledge and experiment to see what you can achieve elements on the interface. So currently I have a canvas of 400 pixels and the height around is around 850. Well, this gonna control the amount of shapes and sizes we're gonna have on this canvas. If I want to draw something big without zooming, I'll probably prefer larger size. So let's see how we can adjust the canvas. Well, under image I have offset resize canvas. Currently it was 400. Let me make it 800. As I can see there, it's gonna adjust on both sides. So let's say I want to make it 800 but adjusting on only one side. Currently I think this is the center, the original part. If I remove this part, it's gonna adjust only to the side. Let me check if I remove this. No, this doesn't have impact right now because I didn't adjust the height. Let me adjust the height and see what happens. I'm gonna make it out. You see, currently it's gonna keep the original part and adjust the bottom. So let me press OK. No, that's not how it worked. Let me check again. But I can see the width has adjusted. Resize canvas. Okay, I didn't make it out. I must make it down, and then I'm gonna say from bottom, keep the bottom, and then yeah. So that's it. Now we can see these shapes. If I put it back to 100, it's gonna be around here, and it's gonna remove these shapes. While on canvas, we have the height. We can put it in centimeters or pixels. I think this is called point. Yeah, we have millimeters as well. It's up to you what you decide to use. But in my view, pixels should be fine, or centimeters should be fine, depending on your output. Are you trying to post something for social media, or are you doing something for print? You must be specific. If it is social media, we can probably look for examples online, and depending on the social media you want to post. If it's Facebook, look for preferred banner or image. It should be probably more or less around the size of the mobile phone. You don't want users to click on your post and then they have to zoom out, or probably it's gonna lose pixel if it's small, or if it's too large. I don't know what's gonna be the output, but to fit on a page there'll be some adjustment. So you research on your target device size and you go through straight to the resize canvas, and yeah, this is where you can do magic. What is this? Okay, let me adjust the width after doing this just to see what this does. Let me say 500. Okay, let me press OK to see what this does. Okay, let me press and do image canvas. Let me lock again, and then let me say 800. Do okay, can I adjust this? Okay, it looks like you can adjust the offset and whatever pattern is fixed. Okay, let's say, where are my dots? Let's say you want to adjust to the right, but you don't want this dot to be at the edge. And then how to do that? I believe here we can probably say we want to adjust to the right. Let me increase the height, but you see there it's actually at the edge. And what happen if I say maybe minus? Can I put a negative sign? If I want these dots to be right there on the edge, I can probably say, let me try 50. But looking there, I can see I don't see the left, which means it's gonna push this. It's gonna move the canvas a bit to the left, which means this should be expected to go to the left. Let's see. So yeah, you can play with the canvas. When you adjust the size, maybe you don't want to crop when you're done, so you can use the ruler. How can I display the ruler? Let's see how we can play around this part. Okay, yeah, you drag it. I think this should be it. But let's say I want to see the intersection with it. I think this is much better because I can actually see where it is. So if I want to cut this part in half, I'll probably go here, say resize, and then -50. Let's see. And then yep. So that's it for the first finding, because this is not a lesson, we're just exploring to see what we find. So this was just an overview of the canvas. I can see there's a lot going on here when you resize, but that if you know what you want, then this, especially if you resize both heights. Let me put a 1.5 here and then 1.5 here, and then yeah, let me zoom out. So yeah, that's it. That is all for resizing canvas. Since I've touched the guide, I can see here I can drag this. I can have as many as I want. So before you work on your task, you want to maybe make a measurement. If you're an artist, probably you want your head to be here, and based on human anatomy, maybe if this is the head, there should be a ratio, maybe where the shoulders start, where the legs should start, where the knees should start. Now, with this basic overview, you can have a paint here, brush. You can have your head here, shoulders here, and then, but I see I can grab this mark. Is it possible to lock the guide? Let me check. View, canvas. Okay. Show rulers. Okay. And then lock guide. Now let me brush. Oh yeah, now I can probably finish my character. And yeah, the proportion of a human body is in line. So I believe guides could help even when you have a reference. Maybe let's say we are drawing a car, there's a window there, there are lights, so there are proportions there, so not everything the same size. Maybe you measure the reference and then you scale up or down depending on the measurement. You can probably import the picture here to your measurement in pixels, save them somewhere, scale up if you want to draw a larger picture, and that's it. There is no use reference because we want to be close to the real world. But some people are actually good at getting inspiration from imagination. So we have covered the guides. What else? So I don't want to finish this session without tangible outcome. Let's say you can measure and reset the canvas. What else can you do? Let's say you're working on a logo. Is this enough? Okay, it's fine. While on the brush tool, what can you do here? If you right click, what is this? Okay, but I can see the size, the opposite. Maybe this can help if you're painting. As you paint, maybe let's say you want low opacity, and then you do a thing, and then you right click, you increase opacity, and then how can you exit this part? Okay, every time I exit, I have to click on a. I'm worried about this because sometimes, what if it makes a line there, and right now it's not doing anything. Let me press escape. Adjust the opacity and then press escape. Okay, escape does not work. I press enter. Enter does not work. I right click, works. Let me try again. Okay, I suppose you have to right click, but as I use opacity, let's say I was working on a highlight or something that has gradient. I don't like this outcome, but we're not there yet. This is a exploratory session. We don't know anything. We're just experimenting and doing what we can, and what is like what is possible without going through like expect tutorials. We can learn by experimenting. I think that should be the motto of the channel. Well, we have the guide, we have the brush, you can probably resize it. What else is here? Okay, the angle of the opposite. I'm not sure how this works, because if your opposite is, now I'm gonna skip this one. Then what happens here? Okay, everything is full screen now. I need this. I'll probably need this if I want maybe to zoom. While I'm zooming, can I, let's say you want to zoom but you don't want to zoom out to adjust your, how can you move the canvas? I think that's important. I'll try the space first. Okay, I think space does help. So you can actually go all around and only zoom out when you want to. Let's say I wanted to select a part there. I'm just gonna pick something like this one. I want to trace the line. Okay, how does this work? Okay, now I want, okay, you see, if you're working on the highlight, you could probably use this, and then let me just close it and see what we can achieve on this one. Currently you can see there's it actually a shape, but let's say I want to edit it. How can I do that? Let's say this, I'm not happy with the current. Let me try Control Shift C. Okay, similar contour, what is that, freehand assistant tool. I don't know what that does. What does this one does? Okay, I actually don't know how I can edit the part, but let's try. Select all, edit selection. Okay, it looks like there's a way to edit the selection, and what I can see is creating something there. I'm interested in editing the part. What does this one do? Okay, let me right click again. Okay, this doesn't have, okay, I click on the part and then I was able to view the points. So if I was not happy, I could now, and what I like about this is it gives me, let me say I want to add a point here. What do I have? Insert point, and then I can put that there, put that there. So here I want something like that. Then what happens if I'm done? Okay, if I'm done, I'll probably, let me press enter first. Okay, I can able to edit the part by selecting on it with a click, and then when you're done you press end. What else is possible while you're here? Based on the information I have, and I believe when you watch this video you probably have some basics about Photoshop and some of the functionalities. This is a mask the area in white is what's gonna be covered by the selection. The area in black will not be covered by selection. So what if I take my brush and start increasing the selection? Okay, let me select white, plain white. Okay, let's see. Let me actually reduce this element. I just want to reduce the selection. Okay, now let me press enter. How can I? Alright, after adjusting the selection, I'm no longer able to this only. Alright, by using the brush tool, it is no longer a vect, so which means from this point now I can only adjust my selection via brush, and there's no way to reverse once you convert it. But now let's say I want to exit this mode. Maybe I want to fill in this shape. What are the available options? Okay, I remember I pressed edit selection. Now let me see how can I go back? Let me say display selection. No, that one does not work. And then okay, the moment I use edit, it creates the selection layer. So if I want to go out of I can go straight to the shape, and then let me fill in with the paint bucket. So I can just go and fill in the selection. Why it doesn't match? Well, I believe after editing it doesn't keep the same shape. So yeah, on that, let me create another selection layer just to see what is possible here. And then can I edit it? Let me try to edit it. Okay, now let me click this. I can transform it, but let me go back here and use I don't have much option here. I can resize it, but I cannot actually edit the outline. Let me see what is happening here. Mesh, what is happening here? Free. And then what's happening here? Okay. Doesn't look like I can edit the part, but let me try some transform. Okay, it doesn't look like I can edit the part, but I should be able to edit the selection when I'm here. Edit selection, convert to vector selection. What does it do? Okay, and then let me convert to shape. Alright, This is another way to create a shape without using a brush tool or shape layer. We can select and set up the path and the fill, and then shape our object, and it automatically become a vector layer. And what do we have here? Intersect, replace. What does replace do? Okay, this layer only have one shape, which is why I'm not gonna see the impact of these actions. But let me try creating another selection. This time I'm gonna fill it, I'm gonna convert it to shape, but want to fill it at the same time. So let me say convert to shape, and where are the default options here? Let me check, because it is a shape layer now, but can I only fill after what, or can I fill it or before? Okay, I have a color now here. Maybe let me try to do the same thing one more time, and then convert to shape. I think it's taking only the outline. I don't think I can set the autofill, but probably something doable, but I cannot figure it right now. And then here, let me see, solid color fill, and then now let me try these options. Where are these options? So bring to front, bring to, all those options here. Where can I find them? Okay, I have something here. Raise, bring to front, lower, and then send back. Okay, now let me say, what does it do? Okay, I only have selected one shape. If I select more, how can I select more? Control Shift. Okay, I have a selection active. Maybe let me try to select, and then I want to select more than one shape. Okay, let me try this. I have more than one shape, and let me try distribute. I have align here. I have, what is this? Okay, I cannot do right now. Okay, I think there is something happening right now. I want to distribute center, distribute left, okay, here make horizontal gaps between just equal, and then distribute. I'm sure there's more into this, because currently I must probably find an anchor. For this one, it's at the center. Let me check this one at the center as well. Let me put this one. How can I edit it there? Convert to shape. But looking at these points, if there's a way to edit the anchor point, we can probably try to align them evenly. Let me check here one more time. Let me check the transform tool. Let me see. Okay, press undo. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so currently I have this. Let me check what does this tool do. Edit shape. I didn't try this tool with select. Maybe there's something I should try. But to see what is applicable with this smooth point, I said trim point. Okay, I'm losing more. Let me check. Make a curve point. Okay, okay, it doesn't look like there's more here, and I can edit the part. Yeah, I think that just covers the. I can probably select another shape, but I wanted to adjust anchor point. But before I do that, let me break the line. Let me insert the point here. This is the shape, but I want to. How can I add the point? Just there. Okay, I double clicked. It worked. Now let me break at point. Doesn't look like it worked. So you can break the shape. This can help if maybe you feel a shape and then you want to alter the outline. You can probably break it a specific point. What else is visible? Let me check this one. What happens if I move this? I can alter the shape. And then what else? What does this do? Like a line point. Okay, this can help if you want edges. And then let me make it a curve point. I'm sure there should be shortcut on how to make this adjustment. Backspace, insert, what's it, and all of that. So looking at what we just covered, we've covered the selection, and then let me edit the selection. I don't think I can. To part. No. Okay, I don't think I can edit the selection, but how can I convert it to shape? Okay, one. I can then edit the shape, but not the selection. Can I edit the selection? Can I edit the selection? Let me try again. Edit selection. Maybe while in this mode, let me try this. Oh yeah, default view, but from here I can edit the shape. Okay, what else can I do here to part? And yeah, when you're done, how to exit here. Currently I don't see a shortcut. Let me try this. You can hide it, toggle this option, and then you can edit your selection. I'm sure there's more we can do here. Let's convert it. What happened to my selection? Let's say I want to convert it to shape, then I can convert it to shape. What else can we do? Well, I think that covers it. We have covered the shape editor tool, and what else? Let me go to the fill tool because it's probably used to fill the shape. Okay, there's a lot here. Now to fill in the shape, we can use this tool here, and then we'll pick the color. It's probably one of these colors. Let me pick a bright color and say fill. Okay, that is an outline. This is the background. Let me make it somewhere around red. Yeah, and you can edit it live. So this covers the shape. I haven't touched the text. It's something we can explore on part 2. And last but not least, let me delete all these layers. Okay, how do you create a new layer? This is where we create a new layer. How can I create a basic shape? This is where I can create a basic shape. Since this is a paint layer, I will not be able to edit the shape after creation. Let me change my outline. Okay, my outline is fine as is. Let me change my fill color. Background color. Let me try again here. Okay, I'm gonna help with this width. How can I adjust the width? Okay, I think this will work as well. So I can create the shapes like that, and let me create another one. Paint. Let me change my fill color. I want yellow. As my background, and then let me create a different shape. Okay, this was an outline. This is background. How does it work? Now maybe let me try again here. Okay, how can I yeah, this is what I wanted. So we can monitor the default options here on which color is used. And since this is a paint layer, let me create one vector layer, and on this layer I want to create a square without a fill color. So I'm gonna use, it should be yellow. it should be this color. Okay, like that. Let me, since this is a vector layer, I can adjust the color, select my shape, select my editor tool, and the outline color, I want something strong, and that's it. Okay, I have several shapes. Now what I want to do is to check different layer options. Let's say I move this one below, and I say maybe let me hide these two. I'll create another paint layer on top of this one. I want to color this layer. How can I do that? Well, if you color, it's much advisable to different another layer for color instead of editing existing one. For example, I can color this layer by selecting a pen tool and fill in my shape. Okay, I cannot fill in my shape on the vector layer. Maybe I can select the shape and select the fill color, which is red. But let's say I want to have another layer for coloring. Well, I can try what this does. I have my outline there, and let me see. Okay, let me inverse selection, and then paint the interior using this brush or using this tool. So I have the same result. But now let's say my outline is a bit has gaps or something, or maybe it's too thin or too thick. How can I adjust the selection? Well, here we have several options. Let me move back to the selection tool. Okay, let me select this layer. I need to hide this layer. Yeah, like that. What does it do? Okay, let me try to have width. Okay, let me lower it. Okay, let me invest again. Okay, now what does this do? Let me try this again. What does this do? I see there was an increase in the selection, and the other part, the edit layer, as opposite. But now I wanted to see what else can I do here. Let me make this -1. You see now, if my line was thick, I can use this grow option to adjust my selection. Let me make it larger. Okay, this doesn't work. Yeah, now it's above the original line. So yeah, this can help when selecting the outline. While on that, let me create another layer as a paint and do a basic outline. gonna pick a normal brush. Let me deselect here, and then let me just draw a head. Draw a head. Okay, now let's say you want to select this shape for an outline. Are you gonna paint? Well, this is option is to go to the same shape, but you're gonna get this. Now let's try something else. I'm gonna try the fill. What option do I have when it comes to fill? I know this one can pick same color, so I'll adjust this. I think this could work. By selecting an outline, let me invert the result, and then use my brush tool again. I'm still painting on the same layer. Now let me use my selection to paint on another layer and see the outcome. And this is much better. Let me pick a different color. This is actually much better. And then let me remove the selection. But still, this is not the ideal result. I believe this is due to the brush type. If I was using maybe a hard brush, let me check other brush options here. Let me see this one. I'm just gonna paint on top of this line. Yeah, it's something we can work on, because I feel like the first it's something we can look at later on. Now let's say you want to create a highlight. Probably gonna add the paint layer, and now I want to update these layers as well. Let me say I want to add and highlight for this character. I'm gonna use a brush, and where's my layer for the highlight? Okay, let's highlight everything. What is the size? Why it's not working right now? Okay, it's working, so that I need to increase the light. Okay, now there is a light. Okay, now let me say I want to add the same light here, same apply, but let's say I didn't want to cover, I didn't want to focus on the outline, on the boundaries. I just want to highlight only the painted section. Well, in this case I can just let me hide this outline. Where is it? Let's say I just want to paint on a opaque, then I can just say, let me try this one. Okay, this is my light. Okay, what does this do? Look, what is this? Okay, let me try. Try this. Okay, right now I can paint over any layer below, but on the area that has graphics. So this can help if I'm adding a light so that it only touches the shapes. Now what else can I cover here? Okay, I want to paint this. What is this? These are vector shapes. So I want to see if I can paint this vector shape using my same painting layer. Okay, I'm gonna say, so yeah, it's not limited to paint layers. You can, because you're actually painting on the paint layer, but you are guided by the vector layer. But now this can have issues when you adjust, because if I adjust this shape, or move it around, I can lose the what can help in this case is to lock the layer once done, and then work on the layer above, knowing that there's no chance that you can lose all these changes. I think this covers basics or basic tools. I've covered this, the selection tool when working especially on vector layer, because you want to select a shape, you want to select you want to edit something, and then I've covered this one. You want to resize, you want to, what else can you do with this tool? Oh no, this one. You want to resize, you want to transform, probably want to rotate. All those options are available here, and there could be more. You can actually rotate it like that. What else what does it do? Okay, there's a lot going on here. Okay, I think now it's no longer a vector shape. Let me try this. Well, we have covered several tools. What does this one do? Maybe on part 2 we'll see what you can do with that. We have learned about the layers. While on this one, just have to cover it. You can actually group them as well and give a group name. This can help organize the work. When say you're drawing and you're focusing on the body, on things like that, this can help with that. And yeah, I think this covers the exploratory of the Krita. We'll probably dig in more next time.